Good morning, friends. Welcome to Saturday Wrap Up with Dough and Discipline. I am your host for today, Toni. I am a wife and mom of two wonderful boys who loves to utilize fun, challenges, games, and other aesthetics to save money for my family. So today we're going to do the wrap up for May. I just came back from 1 week of vacation and I need to make sure that we get everything we need wrapped up for the month of May before we start planning for June. So before we get started, we're going to go ahead and do Happy Mail. So when I got back home, I had a lot of different packages waiting for me. So I had 1, 2, 3, 4 packages. So let's get into some Happy Mail today. Hope that you guys are having a great weekend. All right. So as you guys can see, I have a fantastic new dice tower, and this comes from Creationsbymuneca and Elvira, and I will have all of the shops linked below. It also came with some cool cards. We have Hello May, Ducky, a little duck with a strawberry, a duck chilling, one with a book, and then a young child with a duck hoodie. And these are actually quarter and different coin challenges that you can complete. So that's really cool. All right, let's test our new dice tower out. Uh-oh, that's too big. All right, so our LED dices are too big, not a problem. We've got a plethora of dice that we can try. All right. So I'm just dropping some of the dice that I got from our good friend Eva at Budget Your Life. Nice, nice. I like the purple. All right, wonderful. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and place our dice tower in place for today. And it is also blinged out. I'm gonna lift it up so you guys can see the detail in it. So I did get mine blinged out because I'm a blinged out kind of girl. All right, moving on. I placed the order with my good friend Chris at Crisscross Budgets. And so I purchased the randomizer roll card game. And I got mine in, it's 2 versions you can get. I think one is pink and the other is kind of orange. I actually saw this originally being played by Dawn at Dawn Sunrise Budgeting. And I was like, oh, this is cool. Sorry about the paper rattle. So these cards, if you guys can see, have a holographic wrapping on them. Really cool, good quality. So I'm looking forward to playing the randomizer roll card game. Again, I will link Chris in the description so you guys can go and check out her shop if you see something that you feel like you might enjoy as well. All right, next I am preparing for Christmas and have some Christmas binders on the way. So this I know is a Christmas item and it is beautifully wrapped, by the way. All right, guys. So let's see what's inside. I am a Grinch fan, so I can drop that hint that it is something Grinch worthy. All right, so we have the Crafty Home. This is Erica Leon. She is the owner of the Crafty Home. Okay, and so what I got from the Crafty Home LLC is a Christmas Savings Challenge. And so we have a wonderful Merry Grinchmas. In addition to our A5 envelope, we have a multitude of Grinch cards that we can scratch off to save money for Christmas. And I think this definitely by far has to be my favorite. So that's so awesome. This is great quality. These cards are laminated, and by the feel of them, you can easily re-sticker. So we got a little goodie package as well. This is a free gift. Again, I will have all shops linked. And for our free gift, we have a beautiful Hello Kitty for $60. We have a placeholder for $250. We have a Save 25 with a food and pancake challenge. A Save 320 with a seashell challenge. We have a crab. It looks like Sebastian from The Little Mermaid, Save 30. And then we have a nice Save 100. So these are all great freebie gifts, and they are laminated. So again, make sure you guys check out the Crafty Home LC if this is something that you think you may be interested in. And I will say I am just exceptionally pleased with the number of cards included in this challenge. Can't wait to save some money for Christmas. All right, guys, last but certainly not least, with the Happy Mail, of course, we supported our great friend Drew at Ready Budget Go, and I finally got it. I finally broke down and got Cute Machine. And so Cute Machine came with, again, their 5 dice. And we have our card that tells the values. In addition, Drew sent a lovely sticker, a placeholder, and a Cash Money paper clip. So we're looking forward to adding this to our collection. We already have Fruit Machine by Drew, and now we will have Cute Machine by Drew. Okay, and so if you guys aren't already subscribed, make sure you head on over to Ready Budget Go. He has some awesome information. I really enjoy watching and tuning into his channel. You'll see me in the comments often. All right, so now it's time to get down to business. It is time for the May wrap up. So we're gonna get into some cash stuffing today. Now I'm gonna do probably 2 to 3 videos. So I'm gonna count the money, but all the money's not going to this one binder. So today we are working with 100, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 93, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, $370. And so again, as I've said, this is not all going to this one binder because I'm probably going to bulk record a few videos, as I have not put out any videos in a few days from being in the sunshine state of Florida, enjoying some vacation time with my 2 boys. And my sticker for today that I hope you guys find really funny: I'm so mentally stable, it's insane. And that is a great description of me. All right, so we're gonna get into our 2026 yearly binder. In our yearly binder, we have all of our challenges that we are trying to pace ourselves and just complete by the end of the year, okay? And as you guys can see, I'm already prepping for June. So I already have my June stuff lined up. I'm gonna be implementing some new things such as roll for your savings, and some new stretch offs and things when June gets here. But first, before I can do that, we gotta take care of some May business, right? Can we do that first? All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. So I have 2 challenges that we're working on, 2 yearly challenges from Lindsay at Bookish Mama Budgets. I have one, which is a $300 save for the year, and a second, which is a $600 save for the year. And so we need to get caught up and do May on both of these scratch offs. Now I also have my calculator here so that we can keep up with how much money we need to add, okay? And so I don't know if I'm gonna speed you guys through this or not. We will just have to wait and see. All right, let's go. We got 4, 4, 10, so we're up to 18, 12, and last but not least, ooh, she hit us in the head with the 20. All right, $50 on that card. Moving on to our $300 card. 2, 2, 5, 6, and 10. $75 for both cards. All right, and again, I'm still keeping tally because as you guys can see, I got limited change, but we're gonna make it work. All right, so now we're going to we'll start with May, April's fresh start. This was a freebie when I believe when she did like a Christmas time freebies. So I got this off of her Ko-fi and just stickered it myself. So we got a 2. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. A 5. And a 4. And so I did not laminate this, so we're gonna be done with this one. So again, 2, 5, and a 4. All right, we're up to $86. And again, that was April's fresh start. Moving on to Rock's Budgets. This is something that was a freebie. I put holographic sticker paper on it and laminated it and added stickers. And so we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. So we got a 1, a 6, a 2, a 4, a 3, and a 5. All right, we are up to $107. So what we're gonna need to do is go into our handy dandy binder. And let's see if we have any change in here. No, we don't. That's okay. All right, so we owe 107, so we'll do 110, and I'll just take this $1 just for giggles. All right, I have already emptied this binder one time, so we have $595 sitting in a Ally High Yield account. And now in this particular envelope, we have 100, 200, 20, 40, 50, 60, $260. And I will likely be emptying it soon again, okay? All right, so from Mint Dough, we need to do our April 5, 10, 15, 20. We need to do 25 to add in. We currently already have $41. So instead of 25, we'll do 30. And again, we'll take the $1. I know I'm overpaying the envelopes. It'll be fine, guys. I'd rather have too much money than not enough. So in Mint Dough, we're up to 20, 40, 60, 70 for her 2026 yearly challenges. Again, this can be found at Mint Dough Co. on Etsy. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm gonna give us a little wave. All right, we're not doing a whole ton in here today, but I do know, let's see what else we need to do. That's up to date, that's up to date. This needs to be up to date. All right, so we're going into our sticker challenge from Becca Budget 777. And we have 3 boots that we need to figure out the amount. Currently in this envelope, we have 20, 40, 65, 66, 67. And we're gonna grab our dice. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm looking for my other Ursula. Again, dice come from Eva at Budget Your Life. And we're going to roll for the value. So we got 3 boots missing. We'll go ahead and roll for the first 2. 5 and 2. So we're up to 7. And we'll roll again. And 1. 5, 2, 1. 5, 6, 7, $8. So we'll go ahead for good measure and put in a 10. And if you guys will bear with me just a second so that I can put our lovely stickers down. 1, 2, 3. And I've been recently motivated by some of our other budget besties to really stick out these year-long challenges. I'm someone who has always done things quickly, not wanting to wait around, just wanting to execute things as quickly as possible. But patience is a virtue that we all need to learn. And so that is what I'm trying to do with some of these challenges. Just take my time, stick it out, and not be in such a rush for instant gratification. I do have some other challenges where we can have some small wins. However, I'm just trying to get better with it. All right, so now we want to go ahead and wrap up our 2026 Pickle Scratch Off from LV Budgets. I also want to show you guys that I got some new challenges. One from Party Planner Papery that were digital that I stickered and printed myself. I think that I also added some Alice in the Wonderland challenges in the back. And again, these are all challenges that the goal is to complete by the end of the year to go into our 2026 high yield savings account in Ally. All right, here we go again. Pickle Challenge, LV Budgets. 3, 4, 3, for a total of 10. And I really enjoyed this challenge. This was my second one. So we're gonna add 10 in. Did I add the 10 already? I'm not sure, guys. Wait a minute, I did something wrong, guys. Hold up, backtrack. Let's rewind. Put money in the first place. Well, I thought I did. Where is this money from? This is the money from here. Here we go. So this is the money from our sticker challenges. There we go. Now, this is the money from our pickle challenge. We currently have 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we currently have $40. So the challenge is a total of $50. So we will take $50 and now we got some change. Ta-da! Awesome. All right, so now that we have completed that challenge, we will go ahead and replace with bottle poppins and bottle dropping. And this comes from my friend Sarah at Strub Sparrow Saves. So that will be next up. All right, where did my pickle go? Where did you go, Mr. Pickle? Oh, here's Pickle. There we go. Trying to figure out what happened to him. All right, so we're going to take our $50 and attach him. And that is our first completed challenge for the day. All right, guys, that is going to conclude our wrap up for our 2026 challenges. Again, they're going to be a series of videos, so you'll see a continuation. Keep watching. I just don't want the videos to be too long. Always remember, my friends, be blessed until we meet again. And be sure to be disciplined about your dough. Get on this journey with me. We can do this together. Let's save money. Small, consistent wins for us, okay? All right, I'll see you guys soon.